Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is April 9th, 2019. As always, thank you Kamerastore for sponsoring the video. And it's been April's Fool's Day last week, so yeah, probably like a week and a bit ago. And I didn't really talk about it because I thought most of the April Fool's jokes were not funny at all. There was actually one that was very not funny that I won't mention just to not even give it any advertising or anything like that. But I mean in the film industry. But the best one that I found, and it actually made me giggle, and I knew it wasn't real, but it kind of felt real in a way, was the Kamerastore April Fool's video, which is a new service they were announcing for camera brassing. So if you had a black paint camera or something and you want it to look more like the Lenny Kravitz edition of that Leica, they would brass it for you. And it was hilarious because first, I know the team. Second, I think that service is kind of funny. And that some premium brands offer it, like Leica, is even funnier. But we're not going to get into that. And the thing is, some people are actually ordering cameras to be brassed. So they're buying a Leica M3, they're sending it to repaint and make it look brassed, which is fine if that's what you like, but it kind of feels nice when you brass it yourself. I've only had one camera that looked like it was brassed, and maybe I did some of it, which was a Leica MP for a while. And now it's on someone else's hands and he's using it tons and the brassing is showing and it looks amazing. But yeah, that was a funny April's Fool's Day. So yeah, I thought that was the best one. I'll leave the link to the Kamerastore video. Knowing them personally, it makes it even funnier because Finnish people are, you know, have a sense of humor, but they're special in that sense. So then we have another news. We have the FPP with the 110 stock that I had mentioned a while ago, but they hadn't really dropped it on the store. And now it is available. I think it's called Fukase or something like that, Japanese 110 film. I think it comes in ISO 100 and 400, but you can check the FPP Store, which is the film photography podcast, which I love. And their store is pretty good too. Decent prices for film and a lot of different rare films that they get their hands on and spool themselves. So very nice store. Then we have Yashica, which it shouldn't be called Yashica, it should be called New Yashica, which has been owned by some Hong Kong company for a while. Came out with that, remember, semi-digital digi-film thing, which I'm not going to mention. And now supposedly coming out with a new film. They posted a picture on their Instagram of a ISO 400 color negative film, which kind of looked a little weird in the picture, almost like a render. Some people said it was. And they announced a new camera, which is basically a point and shoot that has nothing new into it, just the branding. You can buy the same sort of point and shoot camera. It's one of those disposable cameras anywhere. But as all things film and news in the show, there's space for a Yashica or New Yashica for these things. A lot of people don't like what they're doing, but you know, maybe that's the way for them to maybe one day make a proper camera, which I really hope. I'm happy to see it. Then we have Reflex Kickstarter with an update. They are still working on the shutter. They're working on the fact that they don't have a lot of scale to make shutters, so it makes it more expensive and with less resources. So yeah, there's a small update. They're still working on it. There's updates on the app and whatnot. I still don't understand why you would want a film camera to have an app that works with your phone. In my opinion, I just think it's dating the camera to an X amount of time because our phones don't last forever, but mechanical cameras pretty much last for a very, very long time. So I just hope that they just drop the app part of it because I don't think it's necessary. We have the Polaroid Originals things with the phone and the app, but those cameras are, you know, cheaper and they break. They're just not that bad, and you know that the lifespan's not going to be 30 years. But yeah, you have that Reflex update if you want to check it out in their Kickstarter campaign. Then we have the Intrepid that launched the 8x10 version 2 and the 4x5 version 4. This is starting to look like the iPhones that every year there's like 3 different models. But the Intrepid version 4, 4x5, has a metal base plate and it uses a linear bearing system, very similar to the Philips Chamonix. I think Shenhao also uses sometimes that same system. But yeah, if you're into Intrepid and you were waiting for the next version, it's out right now. You can check the pictures on their website, and they're probably updating those people that ordered it a couple weeks ago and they still haven't gotten their camera. They're going to get a version 4, unless you state you want a version 3. And then last, we have the Catlabs film that I announced here is already available. Catlabs sent me, and I don't have them here. I really wanted to have them here. 4 rolls, 2 of the 35 ISO 320 black and white film, and 2 rolls of the 120 film medium format ISO 80. So I can't wait to get my hands on it. I mean, use it. I already have my hands on it. I'm very excited. The price is $5.5 for the 120, which is fairly affordable considering, you know, it's a small run film. And the 320 and 35 I think is $8 if I'm not wrong. You can check it at Catlabs website. A lot of people are saying it's rebranded something else because that's the latest tendency, like Fomapan and Cosmo Photo and other people. But supposedly, it's said by Catlabs, I can't assure because I haven't seen it with my own eyes, this film has not been available to the consumer market, okay? So it's not Fomapan rebranded and so on. So I can't wait to get to develop my own film and shoot it. I will be making a shooting video for you guys. I know I'm a little behind on that, but between the trip to Finland and a few other things, I've been really busy. I haven't been able to print either, but there's still prints available. So for those who want to buy a print, the darkroom prints, there's a link below. It helps a lot to keep this channel running. And yeah, that's all the news for this week. As always, thank you, Kamerastore, for sponsoring this show. And if you have any information, you can send an email to the email below. See you next week.